Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Carl Chamley, here with Cord Stoskopf. We're broadcasting live at the National Hardware Show. It's the 67th year, and it's one of our favourites because we get to see all the cool tools that are here. But there's a bigger picture here, Cord, and that is you can get all the tools in the world, but you need to be organised, and you need to have a proper organised solution. So with us right now is a gentleman with a company called Gladiator Garage Works. He is the head of marketing in the brand and product area, Tim Keaton. Welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Mate, so let's just sum it up. I call it the Leaders in Garage Organisation. So this is a huge subject because this whole show here, it's all around tools and great materials and all these innovative products and what have you.
Right.
It's useless, mate, if you're going to just go home and throw it in the garage floor. You need to have a proper solution to be efficient and to enjoy what you have.
Right.
And you guys do that.
If you can't find it, you don't have it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? So here we are. It's Las Vegas. We're at the convention center. So true. And in the main hall, there's a great-looking booth, and it's you guys. Whirlpool.
Thanks.
It's a Gladiator Garage Works booth, and you got it set up like a garage, haven't you?
Well, a garage and a little bit more this year, too.
Yeah, I see.
We like to think of ourselves as leaders in garage storage organization, but we've thought about it over the last couple of years, and we really want to be the leaders in storage and organization,
right,
anywhere in the home. But it starts with the garage because that has become the waste bin for most homes out there.
It's true, isn't it? That big piece of real estate is the dumping ground.
Right. And people don't care. They think they have a free pass by putting it in the garage. I mean, I've talked to so many people in their homes, and it's like, please, do we have to go in the garage? I'm so embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, I'm talking about $1 million homes sometimes. You know, 4-car garage, and you go out there and 2 beautiful cars and 2 bays full of stuff.
Yeah.
Or 2 cars parked outside.
That's what I was, That's what I was going to say, deteriorating in the driveway.
I mean, there's some amazing things. Like, I think there's something like only 30% of all 2-car garages in this country actually have 2 cars in it.
It's a matter, I think, of making people aware of the fact, for example, like a kitchen. I mean, you wouldn't have all your mixers and toasters and everything just laying around on the cabinets. And that pride that you get from that it's clean, organized, and all that kind of stuff. Why the heck doesn't it translate to the laundry room, to the mud room, to the garage? It's just because it's sort of an American thing to just jam it into your, into your garage, and it's kind of acceptable. But it makes it so, like I say, if you can't find it or you spend 2 days looking for it, you might as well not even use it, and that's sad.
It's a real problem too, I think, because a lot of people use that as a dumping ground, the garage, but it really affects on your efficiency right throughout the home. And I really, truly believe if you've got an organised and efficient garage, that affects the whole house.
Yes.
And I know you guys are really starting to, fuse into the rest of the home. But that garage space is key because you know what it's like with an unorganised garage. You cannot find anything. The cars are out on the street. And if you've got an organised space, anything that you need to do in the home, you've got a great location to take care of that.
We find that people will go out there, they know they need to do it, and they just don't know where to start.
Yeah, it's
and
true,
it's
isn't it?
It's a huge barrier.
Yeah.
And
it's a mental barrier.
Yes, and it's hard to visualize what that solution is going to be. So we spend a lot of time creating tools for people to help them visualize it. Once they do and they start thinking about it, then they go through the process. Here you get rid of stuff, put your stuff here, things that you want to keep safe from kids, you put behind something with
cabinets.
And we do a lot of that. And then the stuff where you don't know where to go or you just want to dump, that's why we've gotten into things like our new storage bench where you just sit down, take off shoes, put shoes in it, close the door. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, I've talked to a lot of people who think a clean room is just when everything's put away. It doesn't have to be organized, just put away.
Right.
Behind closed doors. And that's okay, I guess, but I'd rather organize.
And that's a smart-looking unit, by the way, for people listening in. It's gladiatorgw.com is the website. If you're not driving, check out what we're talking about right now. You've got the bamboo going on in a lot of products. This stuff we're talking about, as I've always said, you can throw a house brick at it or hit it with a fire hose. You cannot damage it. And in the garage environment, there's a lot of products out there. Don't go wetting it. Because it's like MDF, particle board.
These guys don't know what particle board is.
Exactly. It is a mistake to use a lot of old items you take out of the kitchen and put in the garage because this stuff isn't built for the extreme environment.
Right.
And you guys have, it's part of the Whirlpool Corporation, and I know how hard it is with those guys because it's got to be tested out through the yin-yang to get it through. And it's one of the only brands that has the UL stamp on it as well.
Right. And, we do test it to huge standard. That's what we're all about. I mean, we want to make sure that everything is, up to extreme use. in the garage. It's important, but also out of materials that look beautiful, because that's important too. And that's where bamboo is like the perfect material for us.
They've got a racking set that, I mean, it's just
2,000 pounds per shelf.
Yeah, it's just it looks so good, and it's so inexpensive, and it's just like, why wouldn't you have this stuff?
Yeah,
I mean, it's seriously, why would you want to build something with 2x4s and stuff? It just doesn't make any sense.
Now, what's good about this line is because Gladiator look at the garage as a complete package. You take care of everything in the garage, from the floor to a modular wall storage system, adjustable workbenches, and you've got appliances in there. Again, the only company on the planet that make appliances for the garage. But again, Cord, as you said, it is very attractive. But the thing about it is a lot of people see these beautiful garages like with what Gladiator, and I think, well, that's never going to happen to me. But you can start off with your system for as little as less than $100, and you've got some wall track and you've got some hooks, and you can really start to get stuff off the floor, and you can get started. And I think if you guys listening in, if you can just imagine, just walk into your garage after this segment and just look around the garage and just imagine if everything you got on the floor, for a start, get rid of 50% of it, but just imagine all of that on your walls. You start to imagine that up on the wall space, like bikes, shovels and rakes and equipment. That's part of your battle there. Can we talk about this design tool? Because I think a lot of people do visually need to see what the end result's going to look like, because I think if they can see their own space, it can kind of get them kick-started, can't it?
Right, and we've spent a lot of time on this, and it's going to continually improve. But if you go to gladiatorgarageworks.com, you can go to the design tool, and you can put in the dimensions of your garage, kind of arrange what you want by wall. You can do a top view, straight-on view, put obstacles like cars and things in there that you can kind of work around.
And it's easy to use. Like, if we've got the older folk listening in, it's a drag and drop.
It's drag and drop, right. It's easy to use. And you know, we even have, you know, colors and things like that, you know, we're encouraging people to use their garage and make it a reflection of themselves. I mean, I'm trying to pick the color of mine. I'm going to repaint it now. And then put wall up. I mean, gear wall up, because that's great. And then who knows what I'm going to use it, you know, 5 years from now, but I'll have something there that I can adapt to. But it all starts with the design tool, so I'm doing the same thing, you know, and I'm trying to put the things. I just moved to a new house, so I'm going through that.
And when I did my own garage, I used that tool as well, the design tool, and it's great because, you know, instead of getting a pen and paper and mapping it all out, you can you drop the product into place, and you can see where to put the workbench and where to put the zones. It's a really nice tool to use. It really is. And again, it's exciting because you guys are coming out with new product. And you're incorporating more color into the gear wall panels, for example?
We're really designing stuff that you could use anywhere throughout the home. That's our idea. You know, do it as versatile as possible. So that's not out yet, but we're experimenting with new colors,
Gotcha. Okay, Tim. Well, listen, that went incredibly fast, but we're at the end of the segment. Mate, thanks so much for being on.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Mate, it's a pleasure. The website, gladiatorgw.com, am I right?
That's right.
Awesome. Okay. All right, guys, again, you know, if you've got a lot going on in the garage, just check out that tool. It's the design tool on the website, and just imagine what it could look like in your own garage, and imagine how organised your lifestyle can be. All right, guys, this is Home Live. Stay with us.
There's no way we ever could. Now we see